lead to third down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Come on, set. Red, yellow. Set.
Out of the gun now on third down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Late rookie for the Saints field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, Barter, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Come on, come on.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Let's go. Go.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
19 Tiger. 79 Broncos. Mustang 19. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
Brings up second down at the 36-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Buffalo 18. 18 Pioneer. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That'll be caught by Cup. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The Seahawks on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
18 Rattler. Cup 19. Cup.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Walker with a grab left side. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
In 2nd and 8 at the Saints' 21-yard line.
Looking to throw. And Walker has it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is over the line for a non-rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Oh, good return up past the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The tackle made there behind the line by Isaiah Foskey.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
He lets it go deep for Olave. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
Here we go, set.
Walker now in 1st and 10. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
60 Eagles, 70 Rangers.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Get it. 60 Bison, 60.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
79 Broncos, 19 starts, Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcats. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll drop to throw. That is caught. Still going. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. On play action, they'll throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. Myers' kick is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Down. Blue 30, yellow, blue, red, yellow, plastic, 6, black, chocolate.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Black over. Sticky, green. Light blue.
Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Ready, play.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Set, hut. Black, 95. Snap, red. Set, hut.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Saints are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready up.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Come on, come on.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far in the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
To the right side, he's got Vele. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down on the Seahawks 45-yard line.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Gabriel. Open man downfield is Johnson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Gabriel. Again, it's Johnson. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 on the 9-yard line.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And the Saints are going to be set up at a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Camaro. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation.
33, yellow. Hut.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. The point after, good by Groupie. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Cougar 19. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Here's 2nd and 8. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Back to throw now on 1st down. There's a short one, caught by Arroyo. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And that's good for another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Give to Walker on the read option. Julian Blackman bringing him down. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
70 Timberwolves. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Cut 19. Cut 19. 79 Broncos. Trap 60. Trap 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
2nd and 6. And they're going to get him. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Isaiah Foskey. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Cowboy 80. 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 19 Lions. Street. Dragon 60.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds Smith and Jumba in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
45. White. White. Edo Blue. Cluster. 6. Black shot. White. What? Steel. Black. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Gabriel. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. We'll get that complete to Velo. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
Black, yellow, black, blue, stripe.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Yellow, 22.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Right, 95.
Again, he'll drop to throw. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Julian Love picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
But they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he'll take this to the 46. 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Gabriel. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The passing game's off balance.
And my goodness, another interception. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Cowboy, red alert, go street.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 Lions, 70 Rangers, 79 Broncos.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean up.
And now here's another interception.
Hooked up by Nicky Manwari.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Another catch for Valdez-Scantling.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
We'll give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Off play action. Gabriel rolling to his left. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And that one results in 35 yards. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Cycle. Ready. Set.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Here's 3rd and 6.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third down and 6.
Red, yellow. Here we go. Set. Sticky, green. Cut.
Looking to throw. Gabriel. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2.
For the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Here is 3rd down and 4.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70.
And now an audible here into something else.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. And that should just about do it.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Here we go, here we
First
go.
and 10 at the 31-yard line.
That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after